A 14-year-old Kamaikan High School student has been arrested after 2 loaded guns were allegedly found in his backpack. And after a local business was forced to temporarily close, the Richland community has come together to offer a helping hand.
More foggy and cloudy conditions today with chilly temperatures, with big changes on the way tomorrow and this weekend. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. It's midweek.
It is officially midweek.
Yes, and we have flowers plenty behind us.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I think somebody fed the ones we had yesterday after midnight.
And they doubled and tripled.
Absolutely. So who knows how many we're going to be seeing tomorrow. Good Wednesday, Riley. We're here. We have more fog, not as bad as yesterday or Monday, but we still have some fog, and we're going to see more cloud coverage, more or less, because we're kind of seeing some inversion from our stagnant air. But we could see snow tomorrow night. Let's take a look outside. And folks, hope you're having a good morning so far. And we are seeing much clearer conditions in the mid-Columbia, save for a couple of areas. Now, Walla Walla, you're looking good as well. Pendleton, 40% visibility, 50% in Prosser, and in Yakima. So Yakima seeing a little bit of that fog action come in, but we're going to see not much fog after we get into tomorrow, as we see shower activity come in and then possible snow coming in. Maybe a little bit of sun breaks for Yakima, but still we're dealing with quite a lot of just stagnant conditions. We have a moderate air quality through most of our areas. Our highs continue to be right around that freezing mark. We even have a few areas that will be below the freezing mark. So chilly conditions are going to continue. As we head into tomorrow, we have snow late into Friday morning, and then we'll see rain-snow mix to rain on Friday and rain throughout all of our areas by our weekend. So big changes on the way. Fog in some areas this morning. Air stagnation continues. Light snow tomorrow. I'll get to all of that in my full forecast, my first alert weather forecast. That's coming up in about 10 minutes.
Police say a 14-year-old student was arrested at Kamaikan High School after bringing 2 loaded guns to school. Officers with the Kennewick Police Department say it happened just before 2 p.m. when the Kennewick Police Department school resource officer was told there was a student who may have a gun on them. Police say the resource officer located the student and removed him and his backpack from the classroom. According to officials, when security searched the backpack, 2 handguns with loaded magazines were inside. The student was arrested and booked into the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center for possession of a dangerous weapon on school grounds and unlawful possession of a firearm. Authorities say no threats against students or staff were reported. A Hanford student has been taken into custody for allegedly delivering narcotics at Hanford High School. Additional information provided to the Hanford the Hanford High School student resource officer also indicated the student was likely carrying a firearm. The student's belongings were searched and a gun and narcotics were found in his possession. According to Richland Police, the student was cooperative and was taken into custody without incident. A school bus, a semi, a pickup, and a car were involved in a crash on Taylor Flats Road in Franklin County yesterday. Just before 7 a.m. east of Elm Road, authorities say the school bus and semi were involved in a minor crash. While children on board at the time, no one was hurt. 2 other vehicles were then involved in a separate crash due to the speed at the original crash scene. Authorities say there were minor injuries in that crash. The road was cleared in a little over 2 hours. Construction on the I-182 and Broadmoor Boulevard interchange in Pasco has officially started. Local drivers should expect delays in the area, primarily between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. while crews are on site. Walla Walla contractor Nelson Construction has mobilized equipment for the first phase of construction. The year-long project will create a new loop off-ramp from I-182 and a roundabout on Broadmoor Boulevard. It will also build a north-south route for cyclists and pedestrians. According to the city, there will be clearly marked detours and alternative routes to minimize the disruption. The community of Richland has been rallying around a local ice cream shop. After the Amethyst Creamery on George Washington Way was broken into twice in 1 week earlier this fall, This week, the owner, Doug Tallman, announced a temporary closure on social media to take care of his wife, who he says was in the hospital. During the closure, Tumbleweeds Mexican Flair has led over a dozen businesses in the Tri-Cities in starting Amethyst Week, where some sales are heading straight to supporting the Amethyst Creamery.
It really shows what our community is all about, and when the call for help is out there, people show up, and it says a lot about our community and what we care for and what our values are.
You can find a list of all participating businesses on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. And speaking of Tumbleweeds Mexican Flair, the Richland restaurant has been serving up food since 2000. With a food truck rolling out in March of this year, the restaurant has been working on expanding. And their next move, Tumbleweeds has announced its expansion into West Richland. According to manager Brenton Nundahl, the lease for their current brick-and-mortar store on Stevens Drive ends in about a year, and pending negotiations, they may or may not stay. Earlier this month, the Chicken Shack Tri-Cities announced they were planning on leaving their Van Giesen location in West Richland, and Tumbleweeds was moving in. Nundahl says this brings in another audience for Tumbleweeds.
Even though it's just right down the road, there's people, from Benton City or Prosser that's closer for them, and so they're very excited to have their opportunity at being closer to a Tumbleweeds.
Nundahl says a few changes are coming with the expansion: an updated menu, no more drive-through, and a patio space with potential for live music. Tumbleweeds starts the move-in process this Friday, and the goal is to be open for customers at the start of February. The Washington Supreme Court has sided with the University of Washington and the Pac-12, and a hold has been put on a previous ruling during the appeal process. After a ruling granted the two remaining schools, Washington State University and Oregon State University, control of the conference, a temporary restraining order was put in place by a Whitman County judge to stop the two schools from acting as the only active members of the board. UW then reached out to the Washington Supreme Court, and an emergency stay was granted to keep the restraining order in place. The parties have until tomorrow to file motions for the court to review. Several counties in our region have officially certified the results of the 2023 November elections. All of the results can be found on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. When you go to our page, click on the election results box you see at the top. That will take you to the results, which you can search for by county. We'll have a complete breakdown of the results later on this week. And we'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Another chilly morning, another chilly Wednesday is ahead, but big changes including snow. For your Thursday, I have your first weather forecast coming up.
And the early forecasts from the CDC are predicting hospitalizations from respiratory illness to remain nearly the same as 2022. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Only 2 quarterfinal games now remain.
Who is Monty Python?
What is the Doctor Game? That's not what it's called, Heather.
Operation. What is Operation?
What is Jenga?
That's correct. Or as Heather calls it, the Blocks Game.
Celebrity Jeopardy! New tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Apple Valley Wine is your guide to our local viticulture and great vineyards. Coming up on our next show, how technology plays a role in wine production. A visit with some of Walla Walla's best, a Benton City world-class wine that's all about local. A Tri-Cities winery with deep roots, behind the scenes with Purple Star Wines, discover a fine wine from Zilla, and Prosser's Coyote Canyon Wines.
Apple Valley Wine, Friday night at 9:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
This December 1st to 3rd, experience the magic of the season during Walla Walla's Holiday Barrel Weekend. Kick off the weekend with wine, music, and fun at the Barrel Full of Money auction. Then, sip and savor your way throughout the weekend, tasting some of Walla Walla's renowned wines straight from the barrel. And the whole family can enjoy Walla Walla's charming downtown shops, indoor holiday markets, and the dazzling holiday parade of lights. Come join Holiday Barrel Weekend festivities. Visit Walla Walla December 1st through 3rd and taste the season.
This holiday season, Jacobs & Rhodes wants to turn ugly into unforgettable with the Ugly Furnace Contest. Send us a photo of your ugly furnace at applevalleyNewsNow.com under the Features tab, and you could win the gift of warmth. The more creative, the better. First prize, a brand new free gas furnace from Jacobs & Rhodes. Plus, every entry receives a free system inspection and 10% off all repairs. Remember, you must be within 30 miles to win. Embrace the holiday spirit with Jacobs & Rhodes. Show us your ugly furnace and you could win a new furnace for Christmas.
Save big during Cyber Week at Buy-Mart. Check out our special online-only items, from gaming consoles and accessories to TVs, printers, and so much more. Shop these deals through December 3rd at buymart.com.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, respiratory virus season is ramping up across the country after a busy holiday travel weekend. Mandy Gaither shows us the latest data and how to keep you and your family healthy.
Across the U.S., flu, COVID-19, and RSV are spreading.
It is that time of year, and we know that all of the respiratory viral illnesses are starting to ramp up.
Flu cases are rising across most of the country, especially in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and South Carolina. While outpatient visits for flu-like illnesses are lower than this time last year, they're still higher than the previous 4 seasons. COVID-19 hospital admissions and emergency department visits are also on the rise again after a few weeks of decline.
I was in the hospital on call this holiday weekend, and I'm certainly starting to see more people being hospitalized, mainly with COVID.
Dr. Kristen England with Cleveland Clinic says it's not too late to protect you and your family through vaccination. More than a third of adults and children have gotten a flu shot this year. When it comes to the new COVID-19 vaccine, nearly 16% of adults and just over 6% of children have gotten it, and nearly 15% of adults ages 60 and up have gotten the new RSV vaccine.
Vaccinations will always be the key way to prevent the transmission of any of these respiratory viral illnesses.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. England says if you suspect you may have COVID-19, it's still important to do an at-home test so that you're aware if you have the virus and can take proper precautions to avoid spreading the illness. Life expectancy numbers across the U.S. started to bounce back in 2022, but is still not back to pre-pandemic levels. According to the CDC, last year, a 1.1-year increase brought overall life expectancy at birth to 77.5 years. That is less than half of the 2.4 years of life lost during the first 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. The decrease of deaths from COVID-19 was a major factor in increasing life expectancy for both men and women last year, along with fewer deaths in heart disease, unintentional injuries, cancer, and homicide. Overall life expectancy is still lower than it's been in nearly 20 years. Coming up, the Valley Mall in Union Gap took Giving Tuesday to heart yesterday and gave the community a chance to find out more about a few local nonprofits. With your first alert weather forecast, snow is in the forecast very soon. Let me get you prepared for all of that. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean,
whoa.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Next extra, Kyle Richards working on her marriage.
Taking it day by day.
We've got Kyle on spending Thanksgiving with Mauricio and kicking off Christmas with every headline making housewife. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek, and we do have changes on the way, but not necessarily today. They're going to be coming tomorrow. So we do have less fog going on for the Mid-Columbia. Still seeing fog in places. And again, folks, we have mostly clear skies above us, but we probably won't see much or any of that sun today as we're still in that dome from the air stagnation. So let's take a look at the futurecast. Today, again, clear skies till our evening hours. Then we're going to see some slight bits of shower activity coming through tomorrow morning. And here is that snow coming in. Going to see snow in the mountains, and as it gets into our areas by our evening hours, snow will go through Yakima, Toppenish, rain showers to rain snow mix through the Mid-Columbia and the Blues. As we head into our overnight period, that is going to move along, but another push coming in Friday morning. Rain snow mix Tri-Cities, more snow for Yakima, and then that's going to move along. We do expect rain for all of our areas for our weekend. So bit of a change coming as we head into our next work week as we see much warmer temperatures on the way. Mountains are also going to be seeing quite a lot of snow. We're talking inches. Our areas are going to see pretty much light snow, not too much accumulation, most likely less than an inch, but still, folks, snow is on the way. So for our fog, we're not looking too bad. 40% visibility. Pendleton, it's actually the most fog we've seen in Yakima this week. 50% there, 50% in Prosser, 90% in the Tri-City. So we still have a bit of fog this morning. Air stagnation advisory still good until 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then we'll see winds start to come in finally. Now, air quality, we're mostly in the moderate for most of our areas, save for the Blues, Connell, Ellensburg. Still, folks, if you are dealing with air quality issues, do be aware that should improve by at least tomorrow afternoon. Wind speeds nominal right now, so we are lucky that we're not seeing too much fog. Fog could still pop up in the next couple of hours, but we're going to see quite a lot of wind by Friday. especially Saturday, 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. Then it'll slow down a bit into our next work week, but still, that's enough wind to freshen our air and bring us those warmer temperatures. Wait till you see the 7-day forecast. So our current temperatures, we are below the freezing mark across the board, right at it for Hermiston. Still chilly conditions out there, and we're going to see those chilly conditions continue into tomorrow, and then we're going to ascend to above our average by the time we get to our weekend and into our next work week. So warmer conditions are on the way. Here's our highs today. We're right around that freezing mark for most of our areas. A little warmer in Toppenish. For the Mid-Columbia, it is chilly. Again, Connell at 31. Tri-Cities, Hanford, you're right at the freezing mark. And 30 degrees, your high for Walla Walla. So bundle up, folks, as you're heading out the door. 7-day forecast, we have a weather alert day for Friday morning with snow starting Thursday night into Friday morning. Could be very slick for your Friday, but warmer temperatures and rain will get rid of any of the snow that is left. In the Tri-Cities area, again, morning snow for Friday, rain showers this weekend. And for Walla Walla, pretty much we're going to warm up to 32 tomorrow and then back to 39 on Friday and then 40s. So warmer temperatures are on the way. Another gloomy day ahead today, but tomorrow get ready for early rain, then snow in the evening into Friday morning.
The Valley Mall in Union Gap celebrated Giving Tuesday in style as they kicked off a new holiday event yesterday called the Festival of Trees. The mall offered local nonprofits a free opportunity to raise donations from the community by creating unique holiday trees. Yakima Pride, Team Yakima Volleyball Club, Rod's House, Habitat for Humanity, and Wellness House took them up on that offer. People who donated were entered into a raffle to win their special tree. The goal of the event wasn't just to raise money, but also awareness. And later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from the nonprofits about what they do and how you can help even after Giving Tuesday. Columbia Industries received a major donation from Dutch Bros Coffee for Giving Tuesday yesterday. Local Dutch Bros Coffee operators presented over $8,300 to the local nonprofit. The funds were collected from the company's Day of Giving on October 27th, when $1 from every beverage was donated to Columbia Industries.
One of the major things here is helping a piece of the community that is in need, that may not be getting the same assets that we all get. And we can kind of provide a platform for the community to rally around and help each individual piece of the community. And here's another piece we get to help.
But it helps fund our mission services. So we're working directly with individuals with disabilities and other life barriers on employment opportunities, vocational training. And then today we're standing in our community center, so it's our Center for Social Inclusion. It helps to fund all those things.
This marks the second consecutive year Dutch Bros raised its donation for Columbia Industries through its Day of Giving. Valley-wide country stores are working to support Meals on Wheels for pets this holiday season by holding a pet food donation drive. A service offered for people to homebound seniors in Yakima County, Valley-wide has been able to collect at least 6 tons of pet food for the program over the past 5 years. Company officials say it's a great way to help those seniors because for some of them, their pets might be their only companions during the holidays.
We hear stories of them choosing between spending money on medication, food for themselves, or food for their pets. We feel like this is a great outlet to help ease some of that burden for them.
People can drop off their donations at their stores in Zilla and Sunnyside now and at their Grandview store after the grand reopening on Saturday, December 9th. A mysterious respiratory illness in dogs has now been reported in at least a dozen states, and researchers are struggling to understand what is happening. Scientists in New Hampshire haven't been able to identify any virus, bacteria, or fungus responsible. The disease appears similar to kennel cough and seems to spread more easily in high-volume areas like boarding and doggy daycare facilities, as well as dog parks. Many dogs get over it in a couple of weeks, but it's fatal in some, And at this point, veterinarians haven't been able to find any medication or therapy the disease responds to. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, are you looking to give your loved ones the royal treatment this holiday season? Well, if you're willing to shell out the cash, you could give them a blouse worn by Princess Diana. We'll tell you how much it's expected to go for next.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
You wouldn't buy a car without a test drive.
So why buy a mattress in a box from an online marketing company without ever knowing if it's right for you?
Don't go through the hassle of returning a mattress when you can get it right the first time.
Mattress Depot USA has top quality mattresses that you can actually touch and feel.
Made by local manufacturers.
You're gonna love our prices.
And same-day delivery. Try getting that online.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal is back. 2 single cheeseburgers for only $5, or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7? For real? Oh, tell me it's as good as it looks. Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. But you better get it before it's gone. DQ, happy tastes good.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This holiday season, celebrate with historic downtown Prosser. On Friday, December 1st, join us for a festive evening of fun for the whole family. Snap a photo with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Watch the live Christmas tree lighting and enjoy food and drink from local vendors. Make merry and celebrate the season with us. Visit historicprosser.com for more information.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back, everyone. The blouse Princess Diana wore in her engagement shoot could be yours soon for a price. It's one of her most memorable pieces, originally seen in her royal engagement portrait in 1981.
Diana's blouse was created by the same designers behind her wedding gown. The garment is expected to fetch between $80,000 and $100,000 at auction.
The late Princess of Wales blouse will be put on the auction from December 14th to the 17th, both in Beverly Hills and on the auction website.
The auction will also include pieces worn by Hollywood royalty like Audrey Hepburn, Gloria Swanson, and Barbara Streisand. Now, I did some research. I was going, why are they putting this up for auction if the royals don't need the money? But it went up for auction in 2010 for charity, and the person who has it now, who remains anonymous, is selling it now. So anyways.
There you go. And Princess Diana was a woman of many, many beautiful outfits and signature pieces.
A fashion icon.
Exactly. The green Eagles Letterman jacket, I think, was a popular one, and I've seen that circling the internet of people trying to get the jacket that she wore or something very similar to it.
Yes, the bow is really big on this blouse, though. Of quick look outside. We have a lot going on. We have a normal day today. We're at least foggy and cloudy, but changes with snow on the way tomorrow. That's coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a major political action committee may turn the Republican presidential race on its head after their latest endorsement. And lawyers for Hunter Biden says he's willing to testify on Capitol Hill in the investigation into his foreign business dealings on one condition.
In today's Tech Bites, new offerings from IKEA. The Swedish retailer has introduced 3 smart home sensors, all less than $10. They monitor doors, windows, and your property. One even senses water leaks. They're expected to be available next year. Amazon's latest line of Alexa-powered eyewear is available for pre-order. The 3rd-generation Echo frames are lighter with better battery life and speakers. You can use the glasses to turn on the lights, play your favorite music, or call your mom. They come in 7 styles, start at under $200. Finally, this year's Microsoft Ugly Christmas Sweater is a recreation of the Windows XP default background from the early 2000s. They're selling fast, though, through the Xbox store for about $70. Proceeds will go to support an environmental group. Can't decide if I want this sweater. It seems I don't like to nitpick. Those are your Tech Bites.
We're building a better postal service for more on-time deliveries and easier, affordable ways to ship so you can deliver even more holiday joy. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America.
Mornings. Cough? Congestion?
I'm feeling better. All in one and done with new Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache?
Better now.
New Mucinex Kickstart gives all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. It's comeback season.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin Formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
The Republican presidential primary race may be shaken up a bit after a network of wealthy conservatives choose their alternative to current frontrunner, former President Donald Trump. And Hunter Biden's lawyers have said that he is willing to testify in front of the House Oversight Committee as they investigate the Biden family's foreign business dealings, but there is a condition.
And more foggy and cloudy conditions today with chilly temperatures. Big changes, though, on the way tomorrow and then this weekend. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. Midweek feels so much better. It's all downhill in a good way from here.
Gotcha.
To the weekend. And it's going to be our first weekend of December. We've got the Pac-12 championship Friday night. A lot going on.
There's definitely a lot happening for the next couple of days and on.
Yes, so kind of a gloomy day again today. I had fog on my drive here, but then I'm up in the kind of upper elevations, so it was there. And then when I got to level, it was water level. It seemed to be all right.
I didn't have much fog from my drive today, but there were small patches.
There is. Let's take a look at those small patches. Let's take a look outside, and much better conditions in the Mid-Columbia, at least for the Tri-Cities this morning. We do have fog in Pendleton, Prosser, and even Yakima. Really, for the first time, 50% visibility there. So keep an eye out for any hampers to your driving conditions. So we could see just a hint of sunshine as we get to our afternoon for Yakima. Now highs, look at these highs. They're going to be right around or even below the freezing mark. We're going to see similar temperatures tomorrow, but then we're going to start a pretty swift ascent of warmer temperatures into our weekend and into our next work week. But we do have looming snow tomorrow evening and then Friday morning as well. So changes are on the way, but then rain across the land as we get to our weekend. So fog in some areas this morning, air stagnation that continues into tomorrow, and I'll talk about that light snow coming up. That's coming up in my first alert weather forecast Right now, we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Now to the race for president and what many political pundits call the race for second place in the Republican primary. Nikki Haley getting a new boost as Ron DeSantis prepares for a highly unusual debate with a Democrat. ABC's Lionel Moise explains.
This morning, a boost for former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley in her quest for the White House.
In every poll, we beat Biden by 10 to 13 points.
AFP, the political advocacy group founded by the billionaire Koch brothers, is throwing its support behind Haley.
We are now in second place in Iowa, second place in New Hampshire, and second place in South Carolina. We just have one more fellow we got to catch up to.
The group already raising $70 million, insisting Haley would boost Republican candidates up and down the ballot, winning the key independent and moderate voters that Trump has no chance to win. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis downplaying the endorsement, claiming AFP represents the establishment.
All I can say is we have got to go into Washington and make big changes. You don't want to go into Washington and just continue business as usual.
Meanwhile, DeSantis is preparing to square off against California Governor Gavin Newsom tomorrow night in a one-on-one debate, expected to dive into issues like the economy, immigration, and crime without a live audience. But many observers are asking, will it matter? Former President Trump is 40 points ahead in some polls, even after skipping the debates and even while facing multiple criminal cases. His actions after January 6th are once again in the spotlight. CNN has released excerpts from former Congresswoman Liz Cheney's upcoming memoir, Oath and Honor, in which she claims one GOP lawmaker, during efforts to contest the 2020 election results, said, "The things we do for the orange Jesus," referring to Trump.
Going back to that Nikki Haley endorsement by AFP, the group says it's never engaged in a presidential election before, but wants to, quote, turn the page on the past to make sure President Biden and former President Trump don't return to the White House. Former President Donald Trump's legal team wants classified documents to help build its defense in the federal election interference trial against him. Lawyers requested the documents late Monday night. They're seeking documents from the Justice Department, National Archives, Defense Department, and intelligence community. Trump has long said there was government conspiracy against him to make it appear he lost in the 2020 presidential election. Multiple investigations have found no evidence of voter fraud. If the judge grants Trump's team access to the documents, it could help him delay the case as the court figures out how to handle classified information. The trial is currently set for March. Hunter Biden is willing to testify on Capitol Hill in December, according to his attorneys. Lawyers for the president's son told the House Oversight Committee that he is able to testify on December 13th, but only if he can do so publicly. Biden's team accused the committee of previously using closed-door sessions to manipulate and distort the facts. The committee's goal is to determine whether the president committed an impeachable offense in connection to his family's foreign business dealings. Hunter Biden's legal team sent a letter about his testimony to the Republican-run House committee in response to a previous subpoena. The original subpoenas marked the first time the panel directly subpoenaed members of the Biden family. In response, House Oversight Chair James Comer says he still wants Hunter Biden to give his initial deposition behind closed doors on December 13th. While he would not rule out public testimony for the president's son in the future, Comer argues that Biden should not be allowed to play by his own rules. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your weather forecast.
Folks, we still have fog in some areas, but a little less intense as we've seen the past couple of days. But we have snow on the way tomorrow. I'll get you ready in my first alert weather forecast that's coming up.
And a new report is giving more details on record-breaking holiday shopping this year, and the results, they're surprising.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord Hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V Hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
This morning on GMA, jumpstart your morning with Oscar winner Julianne Moore and Dennis Quaid live. Then it's an amazing holiday deals and steals extravaganza for you. And this week, the Golden Bachelor himself in an all-new interview. What will Gary say now?
Good morning, America.
Next live, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Do you guys wake up in the morning and turn to each other and go, oh, look at how fabulous.
Plus David Blaine.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, a record number of people have been shopping until they dropped over the holiday weekend, but they also spent less. According to data released by the National Retail Federation Tuesday, roughly 200.4 million people shopped from Thanksgiving Day through Cyber Monday, compared to 196.7 million people who did it last year. The data shows that about 134 million people shopped online, while roughly 121 million shoppers went to physical stores. However, the Retail Trade Group says that shoppers spent an average of $321 during that 5 days. That's an average of $4 less than what was spent last year. Even Santa has delivery deadlines to ensure gifts are under the tree in time for Christmas. Be mindful of when your packages need to be shipped out. The USPS recommends that holiday mail be sent out by December 16th for it to arrive by Christmas. But if you're doing priority, you have 4 extra days to get those packages to the post office. Meanwhile, FedEx recommends a shipping date no later than December 15th for a 5-day home delivery, and UPS recommends packages be shipped out on December 19th using 3-day select if they are to be delivered by Saturday, December 23rd. Well, coming up, after over a decade on one of the most popular shows in the U.S., billionaire Mark Cuban is stepping away from Shark Tank. We'll tell you why. Coming up, and I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. That is next with snow coming soon.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Pasco's Winterfest activities are back. Starting with the Candy Cane Scavenger Hunt December 4th to 7th, And don't miss free movies at Pasco's Fairchild Cinemas. Then bring out the whole family for winter memories of music, kids' games, crafts, food vendors, activity booths, photos with Santa, and of course, the exciting holiday tree lighting. Join us December 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Peanuts Park Pasco, 109 South 4th Avenue.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths. For this season's holiday cheer, bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out locally grown poinsettia. Visit us at Queensgate Garden today.
Hard to wrap, easy to give. Right now, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld battery pruner. Find something for everyone on your list. Find yours at SteelDealers.com.
Find great Christmas savings at Buy-Mart with our latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. Save $50 on an Element 55-inch 4K smart Roku TV, now just $249.99. Get a Galan's air fryer toaster oven for just $49.99. Members save $50. Plus save $40 on an Instant Pot 6-quart pressure cooker. Members sale price to just $39.99. Save more this Christmas season at Buy-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Only 2 quarterfinal games now remain.
Who is Monty Python?
What is the Doctor Game? That's not what it's called, Heather.
Operation. What is Operation?
What is Jenga?
That's correct. Or as Heather calls it, the block scheme.
Celebrity Jeopardy! New tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
Friday on Apple Valley News Now. It's the final Pac-12 championship game as 11-1 Oregon takes on the undefeated Washington Huskies. The Ducks, the Huskies, the Pac-12 championship, Friday at 5 on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Much more clear skies on this Wednesday morning for many of our cities, though we're still dealing with a little bit of fog. And again, folks, above us, it's mostly clear skies, but we won't see much of that sunshine, if at all, again today, as we're kind of socked in with that stagnant air. But on our futurecast, see, mostly clear skies. Till we get to our evening hours, clouds start to take over. And yes, we could see some quick little showerlets tomorrow morning, especially along the Blues. But we have snow in the mountainous areas in the Cascades. And yes, we're going to see some snow come in the afternoon to our evening hours for Yakima, Toppenish, especially Ellensburg. More rain-snow mix for the Tri-Cities and Blue Mountain region. That'll move along, but another round coming in the morning hours. So just get ready for snow for the first time really significantly this year. We expect less than an inch into Friday, but again, we're looking at snow and it is going to be rolling in. Here's another look at Thursday. This is what we're looking at in the afternoon, and then as we get into the evening, as it slowly starts to roll, and this is what's going to be coming in on Friday morning. But we're going to be looking at warmer temperatures this weekend. So whatever falls will be gone by the time we get to Saturday. I'll get to that in a bit. So right now, 40% visibility for Pendleton, 50% for Yakima, Prosser, 90% in Tri-City. So much better foggy conditions out there, but still some patchy fog is present. Air stagnation advisory is good until tomorrow at 11 a.m. That's when we're going to start to see a little bit of wind coming in and a little bit of shower activity coming in. Early will be in the form of rain. So air quality taking hits still. Moderate zone for much of our city, save for the Blues and for Connell and Ellensburg. So hopefully and most likely our air quality will improve tomorrow. So if you're suffering a little bit from it, things are going to be better this weekend. Now, wind speeds, as you would expect, nominal, and they're going to remain nominal into tomorrow, and then they're going to pick up quite significantly as we get to Saturday and Friday. 10 to 20 to 25 mile per hour winds for your weekend. So a little bit of push that's going to freshen things up and get the fog out. So temperatures right now, we're below or at the freezing mark. We're a touch warmer than we were yesterday, or less cool than we were yesterday, but still a chilly morning. Another chilly morning is expected tomorrow and for Friday morning. Then we'll start to warm up in our Friday itself during the day. And then look at this, we're going to be right above our average for this time of year for the weekend into our next work week. So here's our highs. We're right around that freezing mark for most of our areas and even some areas below it. Look at Connell at 31 and look at Walla Walla at 30. 33 for Pendleton. 7-day forecast for Yakima. Again, we have a first alert weather day on Friday morning due to the snow Thursday evening and into Friday morning. Slick conditions are expected, but then rain and warmer temperatures take over into our weekend and our next work week. That's the same story for the Tri-Cities. Weather alert day for Friday and then better conditions as we head into our weekend, though it will be wet with rain. Walla Walla finally warming up as well. And look at the difference between today and next week. We're going to be looking at 20 degrees warmer by Monday and Tuesday. But for today, more gloomy conditions with early rain tomorrow and then snow in the evening for your Thursday.
Jennifer Lopez is releasing her first solo album in a decade. The album, This Is Me Now, will drop on February 16th. The first single, Can't Get Enough, will be out on January 10th. Lopez says the album will focus on her tough childhood, unsuccessful relationships, and the emotional journey she's experienced. It will also include a track titled Dear Ben Part 2, a throwback to her 2002 song, Dear Ben, about her now husband Ben Affleck. The pair dated when the first Dear Ben was released, but ended up splitting. Nearly 20 years later, they reunited and married. After more than a decade of helping hundreds of businesses and entrepreneurs, Mark Cuban plans to leave Shark Tank. The reason? Cuban says he wants to have a couple of summers with his teens before they enter adulthood. The billionaire says he loves that the show represents that the American dream is alive and well. The Dallas Mavericks owner plans to leave the series after filming the next season. Cuban says the fellow Sharks will survive fine without him. According to IMDb, he's been on every season since guest starring in 2011. He also won't be the owner of the Mavericks much longer. According to multiple reports, Miriam Adelson, the owner of the casino empire, is buying a majority share of the team from Cuban for $3.5 billion. Cuban, however, will retain shares in the team and full control of basketball operations. When we come back, the holidays can be hard when you're alone, especially for service members who aren't able to return home to their families. So one organization is hoping to bring a little Christmas cheer to deployed troops all over the world.
Next ET, the stars of 90210 then and now.
Did you get cool points from the kids? Mine don't care.
No.
They don't care?
Yours gave you cool points?
Yeah.
Mine couldn't care less.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Join Active for Life for our annual senior holiday luncheon on December 7th at the Richland Community Center. Enjoy a delicious lunch, festive games, and have your picture taken with Santa. Tickets are just $5. Proceeds help the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Don't miss out on this wonderful holiday event.
Sleep Shop and Furniture has expanded. To celebrate, all living room furniture is up to 35% off. A queen-size gel mattress for only $399 on hand with immediate delivery. Up to 18 months seamless cash and no credit financing available. Quality furniture, affordable prices.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, plus get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
It's time appliances had a personality. Yours. Introducing Cafe, the customizable appliance. Customize your suite at cafeappliances.com. Cafe. distinct by design.
Save up to $3,000 in mail-in rebates, plus shop local and save another $600.
Fred's Appliance. Local, like you.
Right now, save big at Meredith Furniture. Buy one recliner and get the second one free. With recliners on sale as low as $5.99 and the second one free. Choose from many different styles and colors. Come into the store for more details. Prices like this won't last forever. Relax in comfort with not just one, but two recliners. That's right. You don't want to miss this buy one, get one free event at Meredith Furniture while supplies last. Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's head closer to home. Not as bad a fog action for our areas this morning. Still some patchy fog in places, especially for Pendleton. Closer to home, we are looking 33 today in Ellensburg. Most of our areas hovering around that freezing mark, some not even making it past the freezing mark for their high. It is definitely feeling very chilly out there. Mid-30s for the Yakima Valley. Over in the Mid-Columbia, still dealing with some patchy fog. Doubt we'll see much sunshine, if at all, today. Mesa, Connell below the freezing mark, Basin City as well. And in the Blue Mountain region, it is downright chilly. Walla Walla, 30 degrees your high, Milton Freewater and Athena. The hot spot, look at that, is Boardman. Yes. So we will look at much more in my First Alert weather forecast that's coming up. And we have snow to talk about coming up tomorrow night.
Hundreds of Christmas trees from Maine are now headed to military bases and families across the world. Katie Sharp has more on the mission behind Trees for Troops.
It's a beautiful day to load up some holiday cheer. Folks from the Randall Collins VFW in Belfast are participating in Trees for Troops.
Trees for Troops. We're packaging up trees that are coming from the Robbins Lumber Company and sending them to bases across the U.S. Actually, they're going to go to bases all over the world. We're giving trees to servicemen who are away from home.
Pleasant View Tree Farm was previously owned by the Robbins family, and this year's Trees for Troops comes full circle for one veteran.
I got started working at Robbins Lumber after I got out of the service and worked here for 5 years. Went out on my own, started my own tree farm, and eventually they contacted me and I bought their tree farm out.
Over 300 trees were donated and are being sent out from Maine, adding to the nationwide count of 14,500. Each Maine tree comes with a collection of ornaments handmade by the women of the VFW Post 1605 out of Burlington. And
each tree gets a tag that says Trees for Troops. And what we did this year was up in Aroostook County, where I'm from, we sent them off to the local school and we had all the 4th and 5th graders write thank you notes and Merry Christmas on all the tags.
One tree at a time, these vets are happy to share the smell of pine and warm feelings to servicemen and women all over the world.
For me, this is really a special day because I have a son who's actually in the service right now, and he's been deployed. But just knowing when I was away from home and we had little tokens like this, it meant so much. It meant the world to us to know that